Hello, so this is probably one of the questions I get asked more than just about any other question on my channel, and I've kind of addressed this before, but one thing a lot of people ask is why I do not max Lars. Right, I only have Lars at red rank, and a lot of people I wonder why don't you just max him? And that's because, right, Lars, I feel like I made a mistake when I was developing Lars, and that because I've leveled up his health cliff, and I think it would have been better if I did not level up that health cliff, because that's a lot of health. Right, that takes us, he has 221k. I can actually reset his sparks, and I do occasionally do that. Sometimes I actually do hit that reset depending on what I'm doing. But Lars is one of those heroes, some heroes, so this game has kind of what I would say is a bad design decision. Like, I think it's something I would not mind them changing about this game, is that, right, heroes gain energy anytime they use an ability or do a big basic attack. They'll gain like 10% energy or whatever. However, they also gain energy when they take damage, right? And the amount of energy they gain for the damage they take is equal to percentage of life lost, right? If they lose 10% of their health, they gain 10% energy, right? So that means the less health a hero has, the faster their energy goes up, right? So this is kind of a big deal because you can't undo glyphs and items and stuff, and because of how that works, right, it is sometimes beneficial to keep heroes underdeveloped to get the most out of them. And Lars is one of those heroes, right? His ults, right? The main thing about his ult is that it moves enemy heroes, right? And this doesn't do a lot unless you're playing with Krista. Right, is Krista will periodically place these frozen needles on the battlefield, right? And timing matters. This is only, like I said, Lars ult only does damage if these are out on the field, and they aren't always out on the field. So timing matters a whole lot with him, right? So if you don't, like I said, so trying to find the right amount of development for him, can make him more consistent. And I just feel trying to develop more, because all these items this is 3,000 health on this item. This item has 4,800 health, 12k health, right? So that's just another 3k. So that's 23,000 health just right here in these items here, right? That's a lot of health, 25,000 even. That's like I said, 25, maybe about 25,000, 25,000 health just on this tier, and this doesn't count the red 1 and red 2 tiers, right? That's a lot of health that he would gain, and then his energy gain would be that even much slower. Right, yes, he's fragile, he dies really easily, but you can always put Axel as a patron, which I do half the time. It just really depends. If I'm going up against certain heroes, I'll put Axel on Lars. Against Kark teams, you always want Axel on Lars against Kark or against Jew. It just really depends on the line. Sometimes you want it on Celeste. There's a lot of variables there. We're not going to get into that now, but other options he has is Merlin and Mara. Usually you want Merlin on Krista just because it lets her use her frozen needles more frequently, which again makes them more consistent. Mara lets him his stuns last longer. Right, this is not a bad option, but usually it's Axel is probably his best patron, and not if you don't have but if you need Axel and Celeste or something, one of the other heroes, you can use one of these other 3 pets like Mara. Mara, I would probably say second one. Biscuit was just kind of a placeholder. Right, if you have to use the other ones on other heroes, I would say this is probably his worst patron, but a lot of times that one's the available one. It's the only reason I have him on right now. But yeah, like I said, so sometimes just keeping health lower is beneficial, and that's the only reason I haven't maxed him, because it's just, I feel like I said, we cannot reset glyphs, which is, I would really like I said, if they're going to change the energy system in this game, I'd like to see them add a mechanic so we could reset glyphs. I'd spend emeralds for it. They wanted to make it as a cost of so many emeralds to do it. I'd pay the emeralds. A lot of people would. It is what it is. But sometimes it's not always best to raise health. And that's why I didn't look max Lars. Anyway, I hope you guys found this video informative. Thank you for watching.